think we've got this going on. I'm flipping the camera around on my phone. Oh, there it is. Hey, everybody. Hi. So nice to see you on Periscope. So nice to see you on YouTube. I'm going to be in 2 different places at the same time, which I bet you didn't know that I was able to do. So nice to see you here, my friends. Welcome. Oh, look at this. We have a little chair right over here for you, if you'd like to join us. Here we go. Look at that. We'll just leave that chair open for you. It's like Passover. We're just waiting for you. We're just starting dinner without you, but you know, feel free to join us anytime. It's nice to see you all here today. Let's move this around so that looks good. Let's move that back to where it was so it looks correct. So happy to be with you, friends. Hello. We got a bunch of different camera angles today. We got all kinds of stuff. Yes, I'm alone today, unfortunately, but well, I'm alone every day. Let's be honest. I have what I think is, hi Stephanie, hello from Canada, says somebody else. I got some good stuff for you today. I think we're going to be able to go out and see the ponies today. I think we're going to be able to look at some charts today. I think we're going to be able to look at some robot shiz today. I'm very excited about all of this stuff. I'm never alone. It's so good to see you. Hi, friends. Where are you all from today? Mexico, Montreal, George is from Australia. Where else are we from today? Welcome to you on YouTube. We're also on Periscope right down here. Let's see, right down there we're on Periscope. And Moscow, Andrew's here. Eureka, California, UK, Georgia, Philly, Saudi Arabia, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, California, Lincoln, Nebraska, Pennsylvania again. Pennsylvania is pretty sweet. Watch this. Now we're going to switch over to the iPad shot. That's right. That's right. Now you're hearing me. Now you're hearing me and watching me on the iPad. Is that pretty cool or what? Is that pretty cool or what? Is that pretty amazing? That's a lot of fun. I think that's pretty amazing. That's a lot of fun here on YouTube. I think we have 2 people here from Lancaster. 2 people here from Lancaster. We have someone here from England. And we have someone here from England. And we have. Let's see, where else we have people from? So this is a lot of fun. I've got a bunch of cameras on YouTube. I think the sound is good on YouTube, and I think we're ready to begin today's presentation. Oh, Istanbul, Turkey. Gosh, I really enjoy my time with all of you. Thanks so much for being here today. Today's recording was about robots. Today's Booker Report radio show, well, that I recorded today that plays tomorrow. Hello to you in Montreal. Is about robots. And last year, okay, so everybody that's here right now, you understand what a trading robot is. We know that. You understand what a trading robot is. And I'm really happy that you know what a trading robot is. It's going to prevent me from having to basically teach everybody from scratch. But for 16 years, I traded discretionary trading systems, which were essentially the information inside my brain hopper, and I would just press the buttons and plan the trades by myself. And I got to the point last year in January where I said, this is crazy. I'm going to take some time off, and I need to be able to run my trades without having to look at everything all the time. So we built these trading robots, the Finch. We built the Finch robot. We built all kinds of robots. And of course I ran it for like a month and didn't do anything with it. And meanwhile, friends of ours like Daryl were running these robots and just crushing it. And the equity curves were insane. They were crazy insane. I have one equity curve here that is just freaking ridiculous. And I'm going to see if I can put this up on the screen. I'm going to have to do a new screen, a new local desktop presenter here on YouTube. If you want to see this on YouTube, you need to go to thebookerreport.com. There we go. I'll pull that up. And I'll pull the Periscope screen and I'll show the Periscope folks what we got going on here. Okay, there we go. We're going to show you this on YouTube. And I'm going to turn... We'll come back to reality. So that is a view of Finch. Sorry that there were audio problems on YouTube there for a minute. I got a little bit excited. And so I decided to turn the robot back on. And here are the reasons I decided to turn the robot back on. Robot didn't get emotional last year and get worried after taking 2 losses, 3 losses, or 4 losses in a row. The robot didn't get worried and then stop trading the next trade. The robot didn't get worried when there was a drawdown. The robot didn't get mad. The robot didn't close winning trades early, and it didn't hold on to losing trades longer than it should have. Guess what? I did every one of those things last year. I got worried. I closed winning trades too early. I held on to losing trades too long. I got emotional, so after 3 losses, I said, no, I'm not going to take that next trade. That's ridiculous. and Finch is just like, just whipping out the wins. And I built that stupid robot. So together with lots of members of our trading family around the world, I started running the Finch again. And for those of you interested in the robots, if you go to thebookerreport.com, at the top of the screen, this little thing's going to drop down. It's like, bloop. This thing's going to drop down. It's going to say, hey, do you want to know more about the robots? Or hey, do you want to know more about the robots? And then you just simply put your email address in and we'll tell you more about the robots. I do sell the robots. That's not the point of this broadcast. The point is, I can't believe that I fought just using a robot for so long. And the reason I did was because I like to be in control. I like to feel like I'm the one who's doing all the work. I like to feel like if something goes wrong, I've got my hands on the reins of those horses. Horses. We're going to go see the horses in a minute. I like to feel that way. I also like to take big trades every once in a while. I like to change my trade size if I feel super good about a trading position, which is a terrible idea. It's really stupid to do that, but I like to do that. I like to do all kinds of things that really actually aren't productive. And all the things that I like about trading, if there's anything that I like about trading, none of the things that I like about trading are things that help me trade more successfully. None of them. Zero of the things that I like about trading are things that actually help me be a better trader. It's ridiculous. So I started running the robot again. And I am trading a discretionary account as well. So I am pushing the buttons on a discretionary account too. And I'll just see which one does better. Let's take a look at my discretionary and robotic accounts. Does anybody want to take a look at that? If you're on Periscope, press the hearts or whatever and give my trading account a little bit of love. That's good. I like those hearts. And I'm going to set up a desktop presenter correctly this time. And I'm going to set this up correctly. I'm going to choose a window or monitor here. Microsoft Remote Desktop, which has got the server on it. Okay, that's looking good. That's Desktop Presenter 1. And I'm now going to change to Desktop Presenter 1. I'm going to show this to you on... I'm going to make sure the audio is correct. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up here for everybody to see, and I'm gonna show you what's going on in these accounts. The video is gonna get a little bit warbly, maybe. Okay, so this is the server. This is the robot account. This is Finch, and it has basically no statistics because I just started running it and I moved some money over, and I split my discretionary account in 2. And so you will see results. I have a MyFXBook account for this, and you'll be able to track it. And guess what? I have a MyFXBook account for my discretionary account, which I was holding on to some really bad trades recently. Yesterday, the Euro Canadian was down $500. And now the whole thing is up $83. So I'm out of trouble. And that's just a look at those 2 accounts. Now I have a larger equities account that I split between Robinhood for trading And I have also money at Thinkorswim, and that's got about $150,000 that I'm using. And those trades are going really well. And I'm really feeling good about those equities trades. So I have more money in the equities side than I do in the currency side right now. But all right, let's go back to video number 1. We'll get to the ponies in just a minute. But the robots don't require a lot of tweaking. The robots just run and then we manage it. So picture that you are a owner of a bunch of McDonald's franchises. And you stop off at the McDonald's franchise once a day, or they send you the numbers and you check on the numbers, how much time it's taking them to make Big Macs, if they have any customer complaints, how much money they brought in sales, and all that kind of stuff. Those are the numbers that you would want. Now think of yourself as managing an individual McDonald's store. And if you're managing an individual McDonald's store, you got to watch over the employees. You got to sometimes make the hamburgers and make the shakes and make the coffee and talk to the customers and throw the kids out for smoking pot and whatever inside your restaurant. And you got to fire somebody if something goes wrong. The owner of the restaurant is a robotic trader, and the manager of the restaurant is a discretionary trader. So I do the managing. I pull the trigger on stuff, and I've got to manage my discretionary trades. And the other day I got really excited about a Euro-Canadian trade. All the bad things, right? And I took the trade with way too many lots, and I took a too big of a trade size. And so that trade went against me, and that felt terrible and horrible and bad, and I was very unhappy about that. The robot, meanwhile, just kept taking trades. Just kept taking the trades that it's supposed to take. And the statistics are all messed up on that screen, but it's basically taken a bunch of $10 trades this week, and I didn't have to do anything about it. I bet I could go to my FX book account and show that while we're talking. I'll see if I can easily pull that up. My FX book accounts. So, oh yeah, this looks like it might work. Okay, so the Finch robot. I'll see if I can pull this up. Okay, yeah, here we go. Growth comparison chart. All right, the Finch robot. And it doesn't have any statistics on the side because I don't really know what I'm doing. But I'll pull this up. Oh, there we go. No, I don't want to open up an auto trade account. I'm fine. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's no statistics. It's basically just started. So there's nothing really there. Okay. Maybe there's something there in the discretionary side. Oh yeah, the discretionary side. Let's show that. Okay, so here's the discretionary side. Up 8% for the year. That's a live account. And I'll pull that up for all those of you on YouTube as well. And then we'll take a look. Oh, we'll go visit the ponies maybe. I really don't know which one is which. Oh yeah, look at that. Man, I got this stuff down. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, you can see this is my FX book account, and it's up about 8% for the year or so. And much less stable than that equity curve you saw on Finch. So my decision, as I guess I've already mentioned, but my decision has been to move my trading back to robotic stuff just because it's more consistent. It does a better job, and just having control over everything really isn't helpful. Robots can follow any kind of logic that you can build into a trading system. It's almost an unlimited number of features that you could put into a robot. So the Finch robot, for example, looks for what I call a trifecta trade, which is the trading system that I invented, very proud of. And it looks for a trifecta trade. If that trifecta trade goes badly, it follows a set of rules to get into a second trifecta trade. And then that's it. It can only take 2 trades. It can't add any more to the to the loser. And then it just waits for the market to turn around. And it's just cycling through that. There are probably 6 or 7 different flavors of the Finch robot, or the trifecta Finch robot. floating around inside of our trading family. And some people add Bollinger Bands, or some people add to their winners or other things like that. And they're very happy with what they're doing. But I just use the plain vanilla version, and I'm not as interested in running a sophisticated or different version of that robot. All right, I'm going to see if we can, I'm going to switch over on YouTube to the iPad's camera. And then I'm going to see if we can go outside and say hi to the ponies. And I'm going to bring our friends on Periscope out with us. I'm not sure this will work, but I think it will. Okay, there we are.
Okay,
and the audio should switch over.
The audio should switch over. It's probably a little bit delayed.
All right, so my iPad.
I'm going to carry my iPad in this hand
and my iPhone in the
and
other.
my iPhone in the other hand.
We're going to see.
And we're going to see about
Look,
this.
all you can look at.
Look, you all you can look at each other. Periscope meets YouTube. Look at that. All right, so here's Georgia. Hi, Georgia. Oh, and there's Abby too. All right, I don't know if that's even showing up, but we'll go outside and we'll see if we can see the ponies. Oh, they're way out there today. Is it possible to give instructions on a robot based on daily and intraday technical parameters? Of course. Yeah, of course. So if you're on Periscope, we'll just take a quick look at them. They're all the way out there today. They're not on the inner yard today. They're all the way out there. Covering up the camera with my fingers. There they are. Out there. Here's the inner yard where the dogs go. But the ponies come in here sometimes too. And here we are for those of you on YouTube. I'm not even sure that really worked. Okay. If they come in the inner yard tomorrow, we'll go in the inner yard and we'll play with them for a bit. I got to get somebody to run a camera for me. I mean, obviously, carrying around 2 of these cameras is not really the best idea in the world. I'm not even sure that any of this even.
I'm not
works.
even sure about that.
I'm not even
Hold
sure
on a
about
second,
that.
everybody.
So hold on a second, everybody.
Come back in just a moment.
We'll come back in just a moment. We'll wrap up today's
broadcast and let you know
and let you know
what's coming up for tomorrow.
What's coming up.
And we're back on the main camera. I have no idea if that worked at all, but it was really nice to spend some time with you today. If you're interested or you have questions about robots, here's some things that you can do. You can go to thebookerreport.com and you can go to About Me or Channels or whatever it is, and you can text me. My number is 304-281-8332. You can text me. Don't call me on the phone. I'm not going to do that. But you can text me and ask me a question about robots. I'd be happy to answer. You can go to thebookerreport.com, put your email address in when that drop-down box comes up about robots, and we'll email you more information. I'd be happy to answer your questions anytime about the robots as well. And if you've got more questions, we'll spend some time right now. I'll take some questions right now if you want to ask some questions about robots. We can actually answer those questions right now. I'm so happy to see you all here. I love doing this whole broadcasting thing. I'm not really great at this, but this is a lot of fun. Okay, there's got to be some questions here. Love your hearts on Periscope. That's absolutely glorious. Thank you so much. And if you've got, does Finch come with lifetime membership? Yeah. If you're a lifetime member of the Booker Report or TFL, it's the same price either way. If you're a lifetime member, you get every robot I've ever made. You get every robot I ever will make. You get all the instructions on running those robots, and you become a member of a worldwide family of 1,100 to 1,400 people. I don't really know how many it is. And you become a member of a family where a ton of us are running those robots together, and it is literally the greatest. It is the most fun thing ever. I'm so happy to see you on YouTube. Hi, YouTube people. Do you have a list on best time intervals to use on different currencies? Okay, and which platform? So I run the Finch robot on the 5-minute chart and I'll read you the currencies again. Euro dollar, New Zealand US dollar, Euro Canadian, Euro Australia, which that's the wrong one, sorry. I was like, that doesn't sound right. I run it on Australian New Zealand, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, the euro, British pound, the British pound, US dollar, the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, and the euro Canadian on the 5-minute chart. And it can run on other time frame charts. And some people run it on 1-minute charts and whatever else, but that's where I run it. I run it on those time frames. I check on my robots just a few times a day, because I'm kind of addicted to it or whatever. But you need to run them on MetaTrader. So you probably need a virtual private server running a Windows computer or a very stable Windows computer running at home. I'm so sorry if you don't understand English very well. I'm so sorry. I don't think I speak your language, and I don't mean any offense. This is just the way it is. But I hope that some of this was understandable to you, because I'm really happy to see you here. Are there other questions about robots or running robots? Whoever is giving me a lot of hearts, I just want to give you a big hug on Periscope. I built my first robot at age 10. That is so awesome. That is pretty cool. Building a robot at age 10? Is it worth the trouble to backtest? Says Wayne. Wayne, that is a brilliant question. The answer is I don't know. I used to think that backtesting was the only way to go. But I gotta say forward testing, or actually running it on a small live account, is probably a better way to go after you do a limited basic amount of backtesting. So a limited amount of backtesting to make sure that it actually takes trades in the strategy tester. A limited amount of backtesting so you know that it doesn't margin call every single time that you run it. A little bit of backtesting to make sure that you can see it in action and you know what you can expect when it happens. NEZ Sousa runs the T6 Trend robot. Love that robot on the US dollar, Canadian dollar. So far, so good. That's awesome. I like that very much. Do you have a VPN secure internet connection to run your robot? A VPN is a virtual private network, and a VPS is a virtual private server, and that's what I use. A virtual private server is a computer stored off site that never turns off, that runs the robot, and it never goes down, and I log in and can see that Windows computer remotely. So it's kind of the same thing as a virtual private network. The $10 thing, is the $10 the small amount? Actually, Daryl made that return that you saw earlier. Daryl made that return trading for $5 per trade. It just takes a lot of trades, and most of them are winners. So no, $10 on a $10,000 account, it will just keep taking trades that make $10, and it will make between $10 and $50 a week. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But no, that's like the real number. And I know it sounds crazy. But that equity curve will trounce the market most of the time. It will crush, it will do a good job most of the time. And of course it can run into problems, and past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results, and trading involves substantial risk of loss. But it's done really well for a long time. It's a very stable and consistent robot, and it's just $10, $10, $10, $10 on a $10,000 account. Or on a $50,000 account, it would be $50, $50, $50, $50, and so forth and so on. And yes, you can increase the size of the trade and increase the risk if you want to attempt to make more money. And that's $10 per trade per currency. Yep, that's exactly right. FX Lazy Boy, it's nice to have you here. Mutual funds are cutting the value of startups at a rising pace, threatening to deepen a wider turndown, says the Wall Street Journal. Does the robot have a kill switch? Yes, it does. Yeah. So you shouldn't run the robot on your regular computer. You can, many people do, but most people choose to run it on a server so it doesn't go down. But if you have a really stable internet connection and a really stable computer, there's no problem running the robot on that stable computer and connection. I love these questions. Could we just do this every day? Oh yeah, right. We do it every day. We do it all the time. Yeah. I'm going to get some lights in here. So there's some light coming down on me here. Moving over a little bit there. Oh, that's much better. Now I'm in the center of the show on YouTube. Uh, you are all so cool. I really love you guys and gals, men and women, ladies and gentlemen. Go daylight bulb. Let's see what that does. That looks terrible. Right? Yeah, that looks awful. Turn that back off. Hey, we'll open this window. We'll shed some natural light on the subject. It's like the heavens opened or something like that. Any more questions? I must have missed any more questions that came in while we were... Who programs your robots? Wes does. Wes and I have worked together for a bajillion years. And Wes programs the robots. He's amazing and wonderful. And Wes has worked with me for 13 years or more. What kind of robots? I just joined. Okay, so we have a broadcast that we just did about the robots, and they are short-term robots that I run in my account, and you can see all kinds of stuff in there when you do the replay of this broadcast. Or you can go to youtube.com/RobBooker and watch the replay. Does Wes trade? No. What's my all-time favorite song? The theme from Rocky. So happy to see you here, Jeff. Super happy to see you here. But we kind of just wrapped up the whole discussion of the equity curve and why I run robots and all that kind of stuff. Very happy to see you. If you're here on YouTube, you're very silent, very quiet on YouTube. I think YouTube Live is not as popular as Periscope. That's what I think. Okay, thanks everybody for being here. I will be back tomorrow at the same time. That same time is 3 p.m. Arizona time, 5 p.m. New York time, and this chair is waiting for one of you. Wouldn't it be cool to have somebody sitting in that chair like, hey, and now we have so-and-so, and then they come on the show and they join us? That would be amazing. Bye for now, everybody. I'll talk to you later.